but he's a battler. He'll be here. We're just waiting for him.
Right. Once a Marine, always a Marine. And I know you're also doing some work for a lot of the injured sailors and Marines coming back. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, correct. I mean, myself personally, your son, we're Marines. My family are Marines, so it's kind of a special love for the veterans guys that put their lives out on the line. So as Rigid Industries, we try to really step up our game and help the veterans out with whatever we can do, try to make their dreams come true, come out race, whatever we can do, go pick them up. I built a memorial truck for them. I mean, those guys to me are my heroes, and so I think people need to focus a little bit more on that.
I've seen a lot more of those guys out here as new teams or filling in to existing teams.
No, correct. I mean, you got guys coming back, especially soldiers coming back from combat they're so used to that adrenaline rush and that camaraderie that off-road racing is a lot of camaraderie. I mean, you've got to trust who you're with, whether it's your team, your driver, your co-pilot, whatever. So it's a perfect fit for them. Middle of the desert, it's perfect for them.
That's great. Anything else new and exciting you could tell us about Rigid?
We've got another building being built right now. We're in full manufacturing. I mean, I think we're hitting 150,000 square foot of manufacturing now. So it's crazy. We're growing.
That's the fourth one since I've known you.
Yes, sir. You got our lights on your truck too. So
absolutely.
No, just good things in the works. We've got some new stuff coming out. We do a lot of our testing with other groups before we come out to the civilian.
I know Score's happy to have you as one of the title sponsors. We look for more great things from Rigid Industries, and thank our friend Damon.
Yep. Hey, I just want to thank Roger Norman for putting on the race, bringing all the show here for these guys from Mexico. It's a phenomenal thing.
Speaking of that, we got a bike here with some Rigid lights on. Yep. Oh, okay. Well, it looked like Rigid. They were blinding me. Sorry. All right, 272X. Okay, how was it out there?
Very tired.
Very tired, very tired. Well, you need some Monster Energy. Here you go. All right, you want to thank any sponsors?
Yeah. Sponsor?
Monster, he wants to thank Monster.
Yeah. Oishii.
All right, good job.
We're in Baja, California, Ensenada to be exact, getting ready for the 2013 Baja 1000. In my opinion, it's the toughest loop race ever. And the old cliche is going every year. We keep saying this is the most difficult Baja 1000, and again, it is true.
The Baja 1000 is just something that you're always thinking about. It's always gnawing at you. You're always trying to help the plan go along and get stronger and better. But at the end of the day, you need a little bit of luck. You have to beat the Baja before you beat the other competitors, and the sun only shines on a dog's ass once in a while.
We've been pretty much involved with off-road racing for quite some time. We like coming down here, especially to Mexico, and getting out there in the desert and having a good time.
My goal is just to get to race mile 300 with a clean run, and then we're going to push from there.
My passion for off-road racing has kept my spirits up, and I'm looking forward to competing tomorrow, win, lose, or draw.
The Baja 1000 is like the ultimate passion and the ultimate nightmare all rolled into one.
The unique thing about off-road racing and racing down here in Baja, things can change at the moment.
We're on the Malecon and it's chaos. It's music bumping everywhere, people going up and down the row, everybody teching, all the bikes and the cars. It's pretty cool. It's something that's unique to Baja, and if people haven't seen it or experienced it, it's something definitely to do in your lifetime.
It's pretty fun with all the fans out there. There's probably as many people watching the race out there on the motorcycle course as there is like at a NASCAR race. They're just spread out within 250 miles.
Racing in Baja is like no other. It's the best thing in the world, that's for sure.
The 250 is it's a really short race, and it's a very, very, very big test of your equipment because it's really rough and everyone's going all out.
You know, down here in Mexico, you know, I always say it's my second home. It's an awesome place. You know, San Felipe is a great little fishing town. I love hanging out here. Food down here is great. The fans down here are insane. I just love being down here.
I'm living life with no regrets. They're on the way, but ain't here yet. I just left Las Vegas in bad shape. I only call home if I get the chance. Every other night, a new romance. Wake up just in time to miss the day. And now I'm talking to the you coming through.
En el mundo quedan pocas leyendas. La Baja 1000 es una de ellas.
Yeah, you know, especially Ensenada, it's got such a history and such a heritage with Baja 500, Baja 1000. But now to see the Mexican drivers down here that are starting to get the recognition they deserve, I think it's fantastic because they're good drivers. I know, they've been driving these dirt roads before I was.
Está muy técnica y aunque son 200 millas menos este año, yo pienso que vamos a hacer el mismo tiempo que hicimos el año pasado.
Pues estamos un poco nerviosos, lo clásico de cada carrera.
Pues andamos muy emocionados después de todo el año no haber corrido en clase 1600. Estuvimos corriendo el campeonato de CODE y regresamos ahora al Score con el 16.
Pues un poquito nervioso. Hemos hecho el trabajo que teníamos que hacer previo, pero como siempre la adrenalina nos gana.
You know, I mean, that's part of their heritage and the history is the country of Baja. So no, that doesn't surprise me.
All right, here we go. The number 7 trophy truck.
Bors presenta la cobertura especial al evento.
All right, guys, we got number 7 here, Steve Eugenio. We're going to wait a minute, let him take off his helmet, drop his window net down so we can interview him. All right, Steven, nice to see you at the finish line. I know this has been a long race, 500 miles, lots of obstacles. How did the road treat you today?
It was good. Well, it's not that good, but well, we were doing really good this morning, and we lost the power steering pump in the worst place you could do, back by Rancho Melling, and it just took hours and hours to get our chase to get us a power steering pump and get it changed. So, I mean, I don't know. We're here. We finished, so we'll move on to the next one.
Well, I'm sure Fidel will still be proud of you. You finished. Here's your finisher medal. Speaking of, where's Fidel? He's always here with his Bud Light.
I don't know. He should be around here. Maybe I just beat him here. I don't know.
Yeah, you probably beat him here. So how did your pit crew do for you today?
No, in the pits, everybody did a great job, fantastic job. You know, everybody was where they were supposed to be. We were in and out quick, so. But you know, just for some misfortunes. So, but that's racing. It's Baja. You know, on to the next one.
So what did you think of the track that Dick set up for you?
What's that? Oh, they like I said, they worked real hard all day and it got it going. So I'm happy to be at the finish line.
All right, you got a lot of sponsors on this truck. Is there someone you want to thank?
Everybody on here, you know, Glendale Motorsports obviously for you know, really getting this all happen for me. Toyo Tires, King, Baja Designs, Mastercraft, K&N Filters. Just everybody that puts in all the hard work for us. Oh yeah, King, of course. I said it.
All right, thanks, Steve. We're going to turn it over to the co-driver here. Maybe he's got a couple things he wants to say.
Okay, a big part of the trophy truck is also the co-driver. I got Steve. Most important part, he says. Steve Covey, the co-driver. How was your day?
We had a great day going. Had a great race going with the top 5 or 6 guys, and unfortunately we lost a power steering pump. And other than that, we had a pretty good day. Fuel stops were good, pit stops were good. Just glad we're here to get our finishing points, move on, and hopefully stay in the championship hunt.
Before the power steering problem, were you guys gaining on guys? Did you have some clear air?
No, we were stuck behind BJ Baldwin and Cameron Steele along the beach, and you know, passing Rob McCachran, and he passed us back, and you know, it was fun. It was great racing.
Any tough technical spots you guys were stuck or worried about?
Obviously, the mic section is always pretty challenging. The middle third of the race was pretty technical. Just glad we're here.
You guys looking forward to the 1,000?
Yeah, we're going to go back to Plaster City. We had a great truck there. Unfortunately, we ran out of gas at the last race leading, and hopefully redeem ourselves there, gain some points, and go to the 1,000 and hopefully do well there.
Good. Should be exciting with a night race.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Baja Design supplies our lights, and they're great lights. We just came in on them, and we're very happy with them.
Excellent. Good luck to you guys.
Evento más grande del año. Esta es la madre de las carreras fuera de camino. Estas son las legendarias 1000 millas. Dos mexicanos pelean por el título en la clase reina. Ante un miembro del Salón de la Fama.
You know, we want nothing more to become the 2013 Score Trophy Truck Champion.
Y dos superestrellas que van por el mismo camino.
All right, we got car number 112, Aaron Perez, and we have a translator here. He doesn't speak English, so we're going to have someone translate. I know this has been a long, rough race, so we want him to tell us how the race went today.
Sí, estuvo complicado, tuvimos un problema con el camino y perdimos la pista. Concluimos la carrera con varios problemas, pero pues aquí estamos, ¿no?
Now that silt was pretty deep and heavy. Your car looks like it's covered in silt. How did that affect your driving today?
Hay muchos talcos, polvo, muchas piedras. Tuvimos un problema con la espiga, se quebró, pero estamos aquí. ¡Viva México! ¡Woo!
Ask him, is there any sponsors you want to thank?
All In Racing, Cercos y Púas de Ensenada, BP Racing, that's Monster. Oscar Rodriguez.
All right, sweetie. Well, thank you so much for racing the Baja 500. We have a couple finishing medals for you guys. All right, guys. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Okay, unofficially second, first one of the Wilson cars. It looked pretty tight out there on the tracker. You guys were battling with Parkhouse. Did you guys ever trade places?
You know, no, we got close to him in the other car. Actually, our one, my brother Ron was pretty close to him, and then broke a master cylinder on the brakes about Nuevo Junction. So, and then we were behind Ron, and then we lost power steering pump. We had to change it, but yeah, it was fun. We had a good race all day.
I noticed you and your brother were like right there neck and neck pretty much the whole time. Was there a strategy? How do you work that out amongst teammates when you can't get too aggressive with one another?
Oh, sure you can. No, it was great. We didn't have much of a strategy. You know, it was just first car. My brother Rick and my nephew Brian drove first. My brother Rick drove second. I just drove it from Sierra, Colorado in. So three of us did. It was kind of fun. So
good. How'd the tires hold up today?
Oh, BFG tires did great. We not one flat on this car. We put one set of new tires on it, and other than that, lost the power steering pump. That was really the only thing we did to this car all day long, just drove it. So
I know you guys pre-run a lot, but were there any surprises, any spots in the course that were tough?
This last section coming in here from Ojos back into Ensenada is tough. We really didn't anticipate running at night as much as we had to because we had a few problems. So we really don't have the light set up on here that we want, but the vision lights we did have worked great. So other than that, pretty good day.
Okay, and the next race is for you guys going to be?
The Baja 1000. So
excellent.
We're looking forward to that.
Excellent. Anybody else you want to thank?
Yeah, I want to thank Mike Stapleton, Charlie here, my co-driver, and specifically my brother Rick, and who hasn't driven a car in a long time. Did a great job, and my nephew Brian drove a couple hundred miles and did fantastic. So it's getting better.
Good. We'll look for you at the 1,000. Good job, you guys.
Dos mexicanos pelean por el título en la clase reina. Ante un miembro del Salón de la Fama.
We want nothing more to become the 2013 Score Trophy Truck Champion.
Y dos superestrellas que van por el mismo camino. La Armada Mexicana sale con todo. Y demuestra demuestra que se necesita más que esto para vencer a los guerreros aztecas. ...883 millas a través de los caminos más rudos en Baja. De día, de noche, corriendo por campeonatos, compitiendo por demostrar su valor. Porque no solamente ellos pueden. Porque ya no se trata de vencer a tu rival, sino de vencer a la misma Baja Mil.
Now we've won our second Baja 1000 in a row and I believe our 6th championship.
...46 Tecates Col Baja Mil. Estreno, diciembre 2013.
Welcome to Imperial Valley for the Imperial Valley 250, the second stop of the SCORE World Desert Championship.
Out here in Placer City, stuff's a little different. It's my backyard. I started here racing motocross out there in that desert.
They roll. They won't continue the race.
It's not like any other race course that I've ever driven on.
You can see how gnarly these conditions are.
It's really, really dusty. The wind's whipping across really hard and making it really hard for everyone out there to see.
Catch you ready or not! You grind a hole and raise your flag on the ground that we defend. Flying colors, battle cry, wanna try your luck again. You have come to us before, we recall you falling dead. Don't be fooled by officer, we won't hesitate to attack. This is the hour of your defeat, there's no escape. falling back. Don't be fooled by officer who wants to take you outside. This is the hour of your defeat. There's no escape. There's no retreat. You shake the gates of hell. Do you know what you've done? You'll find out on yourself. Run, hide. We will search and destroy. Run, hide. We will search and destroy. Run, hide. We will search and destroy. Run, hide. We will search and destroy.
All right, guys, we got truck number 45 here. Is that, are you clear? So, what's your name, sweetie?
Devin House.
Hi, Devin. I'm Sabrina. So, how was the race course today? I know it was a little crazy. I know there was lots of obstacles. Big silt. How did that all treat you today?
The silt wasn't a problem for us. The biggest problem was that it's all single track, so trying to get around people made for some interesting times. Gary started, and he drove to San Mateo. I rode with him there, and then he got out, and Fish got in and rode to the finish with me. Going across the pebbles down Arendaro, we tried to go a little too fast and ended up taking out the drive shaft. So that was a little bit of downtime, and then later we found out that the drive shaft took out the underdrive, so had to baby that the rest of the way to finish.
So it sounds like your pit crew went to work today.
Oh, no. We got to do all that ourselves. And then we had one flat going over Mike's, and then somehow or other, when I turned on the pavement down here, I popped a front right. I don't know how.
So what you're saying is you worked really hard today.
Like 4 miles ago, just had to change a tire 4 miles ago.
4 miles ago, changed the tire. But we're sweating a little bit. I understand. So you got a lot of sponsors on this truck. You want to name some of your sponsors?
Yeah. I want to say thanks to King Shocks, Baja Designs, Dugan's Racing, Rancho Drivetrain, Equal Engineering, a lot of others, but it's been a long day, so everybody appreciate you.
All right, you got some family at home you want to thank too?
Yep, I want to say thanks to my wife for taking care of making sure everybody stays in contact and keeps track of the trucks. I want to thank Chelsea and Gary Magnus, both of them. They do a lot for us and let us drive. And yeah, a lot of people, everybody that helped us get ready for this race. This was one of the hardest races.
So are you going to do the next score race?
Of course.
All right, we like to hear that. Well, thanks for racing the Baja 500. We're going to turn it over on the other side to the co-driver. Maybe he has a couple things he wants to say.
All right, how was your day?
It was all right. Wasn't too bad.
You got in at the halfway spot?
Yeah, I got in at 260 and came to here. We didn't have any problems, so it was good.
No flats, no mechanicals, no nothing?
Oh yeah, we got one right over here. This flat, I don't know what it was from. Just coming down the road. Maybe we clipped the corner of one of the cement things on the road or something. I don't know.
What place did you guys start?
30th or something.
So you guys were fighting for clean air all day, huh?
Yeah, it wasn't bad once I got in, but I'm sure in the morning they were in a lot of dust. Yeah.
Good deal. What's the next race for you?
The Baja 1000. This will be it.
All right. We'll look forward to that. Good luck, you guys.
Thanks for racing the Baja 500, you guys. See you in the next race. All right, you guys, we got bike number 271 here. He doesn't speak in any English, so we're gonna let him take off and head home. We're gonna reward him with a medal. He's pretty tired. Let's give this guy a hand. He did good. Woo.
All right, we got another Class 1. unofficially, third place. Where'd you start?
I think we started ninth.
Yeah, I'd say.
We didn't qualify, but I had drawn first off the line for qualifying, so we decided we'd just wait and see what happened, and so we ended up starting ninth.
Nice. Where'd
Drove the first half of the race, and I got in at San Matias Wash and did the second half of the race.
any problems for you out there?
Actually, no, it was pretty smooth. Once it got dark, I kind of struggled a little bit. The lights weren't exactly shining where I needed them, so getting back in here, it seemed like it took forever because you could taste the finish line. But we finished. Yeah.
Finished, and yeah, unofficially third. We'll see.
My son is still out there. He's in 1068. I know he's not too far behind me, so hopefully we'll see him here pretty soon.
I think we have the first 10 car right behind you.
Sweet. We should have the second one would be him, I hope.
Exactly. Want to thank anybody at home?
I got to thank everybody. I got to thank Baja Designs for great lights, Lucas Oil, everybody that came to help us here. We have 2 cars running. It took a huge team and all their effort. We had great pit stops, driver changes. I got to thank Darren Eberts. He did a great job today and handed me car, I believe, right where I'm at, and I was able to hold it off, so that's good, I hope.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
All right, we're going to turn it over to the co-driver a second. This is Michael. As a co-driver, I know there's a lot of work to do with the GPS. How did the GPS file treat you, and how was navigation?
It wasn't too bad. You know, there's a few turns we kind of missed during the dust, and it was off a little bit on the GPS. But besides that, I think we did pretty good, just trying to get it in here for finish.
And how'd the car hold up today?
Car held up great. We had a little bit of trouble in the morning. Car got stuck on the beach, but besides that, I don't think we had any problems with tires or anything else. Motor might sound a little bad right now, but at least we made it over the finish line.
Is there anyone you would like to thank?
Yeah, RPI for letting us do this. Kevin and Shelby Reed. Casey Jeffries for doing a great job on prepping the 2 cars. You know, Cody should be coming in, and then the 10 car right behind us pretty soon. So, and pretty much all the sponsors that RPI has.
All right, thanks so much, you guys, and thanks for racing the Baja 500. We'll see you next race. All right, we already got the next car up here. All right, we got our number 1 Class 10 car, Mike Majeski and Mike Johnson.
All right.
We're going to get him to roll up the
All
car
right, waiting
here.
for him to wheel the first 10 car up.
All right, you guys, and again, this is vehicle number 1031, unofficially the first one in his class, unofficially first place. We're get you a medal, and we also have a champagne over here. Let's get another medal for the second driver here. If he wants to. All right, you guys, we got a checker flag for these guys. All right, guys, give them their champagne.
All right, first place.
All right, you guys, champagne coming out.
We're going to steer clear of that.
Yeah, we better steer clear of that.
We're going to hide over here.
All right, again, this is 1031, Johnson and Majeski, our unofficial first place Class 10 car. Maybe we can get him down here for an interview. All right, guys, you are filthy dirty, and it looks like you had a fabulous time. Big smiles. I know this is a big defeat, lots of challenges. Tell me about your day.
Yeah, it was actually definitely a long day. Definitely dusty, silty, a lot of trucks, a lot of things everywhere. I actually got to thank my partner here, Mike Majeski, who did a phenomenal start. I mean, he got us out to a 25-minute lead. When I got in the car at 165, it was just clear sailing outside of, chasing down some of the slower trophy trucks in one cars. And I think the hardest thing I had to do was from about halfway to Ojos is chase this guy in, and he ran about 35, 45 miles an hour, which is the slowest pace I've ever seen in a one car. But I just could not, it wasn't worth taking the chance because of the lead that we had.
How hard is that to pass in a one car? That's got to be difficult.
Well, yeah, they create so much dust and they've got so much acceleration on you. And the visibility was just terrible with lights, shining on dust. It's just, there's nowhere you could go. So I just kind of sat and squatted and took the safer route. But the whole time I'm thinking, oh man, I knew we had a 35-minute lead. So I'm like, okay, at some point I got to get around. And he just kept slowing up. But it just wasn't worth taking the risk.
Did you guys have any problems with the car along the way? Anything that held you up?
Not a problem. Didn't change a tire, didn't bend a rim, didn't have a problem with the motor. The thing was smooth sailing the whole way.
Is there a prep guy you want to thank for that?
John Hoffman and the whole crew here. These guys did an amazing job, as they do every race. So we are back-to-back 500 wins here.
That's an amazing challenge, an amazing defeat. I am proud of you guys. Let's go over to the other co-driver here.
So here's the deal. Mike Johnson, back-to-back 500s. I just happened to help him this time. He won last year. I had a lot of pressure on me. I had to give him a good car and a good lead, and that's what we did. And we're super happy, and I'm glad to be a part of it this time.
That's awesome. And I know it's pretty difficult to get that head start and that silt. How did that treat you today?
Well, I started the race first 165 miles, and it was horrible. It was everybody nose to tail, dust. It was basically luck to get through there. Good decisions. We made it through, and I handed him a good car.
All right, knowing that silt was coming up, did you guys prep the car in any specific way, knowing that was going to happen?
No, not so much. Just a lot of pre-running and a lot of planning on how to deal with it and when. I mean, it's all about preparation.
All right. I know you guys have a lot of sponsors. Who would you like to thank?
Radar tires, 100%. Not a flat, not a problem. Unbelievable. Radar tires, they're treating us so well. We couldn't have done it without Radar.
That's good to know. Anyone else you want to thank? Family, friends?
Viva Mexico. John Hoffman for prepping the car, Lucas Oil, Fox Shocks, just the basic stuff. Just, it's unbelievable.
And how'd your crew do for you? You had a pit crew today?
All of our pit crew. My God, we got about 25 people I'd like to thank for coming out and kicking ass. It's great.
All right, you guys. Thanks for racing the Baja 500. When's your next race? Are you guys going to meet us for the 1,000?
If there's another score race before then, yes.
All right, we're hoping there will be too. Thank you so much, you guys. Have a great day. All right, you guys, we got vehicle number 153. I'm going to turn it over to my co-host here, and he's going to interview these guys. We're just going to wait for them to take off their helmets, drop their nets.
Well, your brother was here about 30 minutes ago. We noticed on the tracker you guys were neck and neck for quite a while. Want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, we were running second most of the day, and behind Park House, about 3 or 4 minutes behind him, and we had a bolt break in the brake pedal up that holds the balance, the brake balance, and we were down about a little over an hour trying to get the parts to us, and they're hard to drive with no brakes, but it was a good day. You know, I can't say enough about BF Goodrich tires. They're just phenomenal. We didn't have any flats today. We changed the tires one time, and King Shocks, Adam Wick Motors, and Mike Stapleton, who preps the cars, and Jonathan here, who does all the work. Good day. I think we're fourth, and you know, it's not what we wanted, but we're home safe.
Yeah, even with the mishap, fourth is doing real well. I know you guys pre-run quite a bit. Any surprises out there? Any tough spots that were a little tougher on race day for you?
Yeah, there was just, I think we had there were some bottlenecks going over from the Pacific side. Held us up a little bit, but everybody had the same thing. So, you know, but overall, it's not a bad day. Just wait for my son to come in. He's driving a tin car, so hope they're back a little bit.
I know they gave you quite a break in between the Class 1s and the trophy trucks. Was it mostly clean air all day for you?
No, we caught trophy trucks before we got to Ojos. Yeah, we were into the trophy trucks already at Ojos, so it doesn't really work. So we would like to start with them.
Yeah, big argument for that for sure. What's next on the horizon for the race?
Well, we'll go home, get things cleaned up. We're going to do a big effort for the Baja 1000 this year, but we have a couple little races we're going to go do, I think. But our big effort this year is going to be for the Baja 1000.
Everybody's looking forward to that for sure. Peninsula run. You guys did a great job. Congratulations, and look forward to the next outing.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you.
Alguien tiró una bomba atómica arriba de esa montaña. Es increíble.
El Dakar es una sorpresa minuto a minuto, kilómetro a kilómetro.
I love to be in double kill. This is our target.
C'est mon tempérament d'attaquer, donc là je vais y aller.
Always the one guy is going as fast as he can.
Pour moi, une deuxième, une troisième, une cinquième place, ça vaut rien. Il n'y a que la victoire qui est belle.
La cara es así. Un día eres un héroe y al día siguiente eres un villano.
Ça m'inspire qu'effectivement, on voit que c'est pas que le pilote et la vitesse pure qui fait la différence.
Terrible.
Woo!
Terrible, creo que ha sido el día
Say
más
hi to
duro de la
everybody
historia
at
del Dakar.
home. Woo!
Terrible.
Es algo, una sensación increíble. Nunca pensé que pueda pasar algo así. No es una de las cosas más emocionantes que me ha pasado en la vida.
All right. All right.
10:68,
Unofficially,
coming in
second
hot.
place. Exactly.
So is this officially second place?
Unofficial second right here.
Unofficially second place.
I think this one's yours. Jump in there.
We're just trying to get our helmet undone here. number 1068, Cody Reed. This has been a very long adventure, 500 miles. So I know it's been a pretty hectic day. Why don't you tell me a little bit about it?
I'm not sure what exactly happened the first 250. I think we got stuck in a bottleneck or something like that. My co-driver did the first half. Once we took over at San Matias at about 260-ish, we had a pretty clean run. We just tried to push it and catch first all the way here. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we did that, but we'll take second place.
Second place is pretty good for the 500 miles. So did you have any complications with the car?
Not in my section. I'm not sure what anything went down in the first section. I don't think anything really. Alternator, no issues like that. Brakes are good. Clutch is good. So no, we had a pretty much flawless day.
And who's your co-driver over here?
This is Speedy Gonzalez.
Speedy Gonzalez! All right, now co-driving's a pretty big job. How did the course treat a co-driver today?
It was a pretty awesome experience. Technical, slower, it's slow, it's slow. It's where it's fast, it's fast. Definitely calling out all what I needed to call out. I think we ran pretty good and pretty smooth today.
All right, guys, how long have you guys been riding together?
This is actually his first race.
This is your first race. Hey, let's hear it for this guy. First race. This is a big deal. First score race, right? A first time in a car racing?
I raced UTVs back in California. Lucas Oil Short Course, Works, and Dirt Series, but this is my first time racing Baja. I love it.
How did you two end up together?
His mom's a photographer, and she works for DesertRides.com, and good friends of ours, so we just kind of met that way.
All right, well, is there anyone you'd like to thank? I think this lady right here, maybe.
I'd like to thank Lisa for letting me borrow her son, my family and my parents for letting me come out here and race Baja with everyone and have a good time. All our sponsors, Canon, Lucas Oil, Bear Brakes, Baja Designs, best flights ever, Toyo Tires, MSD Ignitions, King Shocks, and the list, Bergson Metals, you know, a lot of people to thank. This wouldn't be possible without them.
Did you have a crew with you today? Is there a pit crew you'd like to thank?
Absolutely. I want to thank everybody on our pit crew. We had a pretty good-sized crew today. My parents were a part of it, Casey Jeffries, Speedy's parents, my uncle, good friends Gary, and a bunch of other people came out to help, and it sounds like they ran flawless pits all day and kept us out of the other people's dust and got us up front, so I'm happy.
All right, you guys going to join us for the next race?
Absolutely. We're going for the points championship.
Sounds good. Well, we'll see you guys at the next race. Thanks for racing the Baja 500.
All right. All right.
to pump the gas out of the truck and get it all fueled back up. So it was just a mistake, you know. We got some bad gas, no big deal. Anyway, we had an absolute flawless day. The truck ran killer, the war machine and the guys were killer. The rigid lights were just phenomenal coming through the darkness. I don't get to race a whole lot at night, you know, and it was actually totally fun when you do. So it was a pretty cool finish coming in, and we had a flawless day. So I'd like to thank everybody for helping us. It was really killer.
I noticed you guys are running BFGs. How'd those perform for you?
You know, we had one flat all day long, and I'm not even sure that was our fault, but yeah, it was right at the first, but they're flawless. We beat the dog shit out of them all day long, and it was just, you know, you don't even worry about them. You just stand on it.
I noticed you guys started about midway in the pack on the start. How was the air getting out of here?
It was bad. It was really dusty. Our first half of the day was in the dust, so, you know, we lost the ring gear at qualifying, so we ended up starting 21st and way back in the back of the pack, the trophy trucks at least, and it was dusty, real dusty. Then we got a flat, and 7 or 8 or 9 of them, I don't know, got by us while we were changing that, and from then on you couldn't see over the hood for the next, I don't know, 100 miles, so running the beach run was real dusty when it should have been pretty clear. So anyway, but no, it was a great day, so I'm really stoked. The truck is perfect, and hell, it feels like we could just start the race all over again and go racing. Now we're going to go jump in a jet and fly to Austin, Texas, and go race in the X Games.
Oh, that's going to be awesome. And I take it you guys are doing the 1,000.
Oh, yeah, we'll be at the long one. So we're already starting to prep and make plans for the long 1,000, and it's going to be on. You know, it's taken us a year and a half to sort the truck out. But I tell you what, she's good now. And we're going to make a few small changes and go to the 1,000.
Good, good. Well, we'll look forward to seeing you there. Any sponsors or people back home you want to thank?
Oh, my gosh, you know, you can't say enough. Rigid Lights, Aurora Bearings, Alcon Brakes. We put brand new, badass, big trophy truck brakes they built for us on the truck. Phenomenal, you know. You don't have to press the brake pedal very hard anymore, and it's pretty nice. It's almost like you have power brakes. You know, Royal Purple had a great run with us today. Micro Armor, just everybody. BF Goodrich, I just can't say enough. Especially the crew and everybody who helped prep this car. It has been a long 8 weeks to get to this spot right here. So I'd like to say thanks to Joe Devine, my crew chief, and Randy Grote was my Highway 3 crew chief, and Tom and Lauren and Billy and just everybody, and my co-driver Jake did a phenomenal job. It was just an awesome day for us.
Well, there's still a lot of good guys that are still stuck on the track, so just finishing's an accomplishment.
I tell you, I've been doing this 25 years, and today's track was by far, I think, the most gnarly track they've ever put together. That lower 80 miles or so from mile marker 176 over to Mike's Sky Ranch was just gnarly, and I don't know how the smaller cars are going to get through there. I really don't. It was incredible. You know, when you see trophy trucks getting stuck on silt hills and one car is turned around backwards in ditches trying to get up the silt hill, it's a tough race course. And we had a phenomenal day. All I can say is the war machine just kept on chugging, man. When I needed, I just stood on the gas pedal. Carrera Racing Engines, Gearworks. Can't say enough about the guys who do the drivetrain on these trucks. I asked him before the race, I said, hey, is there anything we need to do special about this on this motor? He goes, stand on it. You know, and we're right across a lake bed, and the temperatures down in the lake bed were so hot today. My foot, I think my shoe melted, literally, and I'm scared to take it off. But, you know, the water temp's running 245, the oil temp's at like 285, and I'm just saying, how can a motor, you know, withstand these kind of temperatures and still have all the power? It was incredible. And we were just praying we'd make it across the lake bed without the thing grenading. And man, we didn't let up on it. And sure as shit, here we sit. So
that's great. Good. There's one of your sponsors right there.
Yeah, there's Damon. Yeah, we had a good day, man. The rigid lights are phenomenal. Yeah, and hey, I'd like to put a special thanks out to Speed Energy and the Robbie Gordon crew. You know, they blew up and had a problem down on Highway 3. And when we had the fuel issue, his crew stopped. We pumped all the fuel out of my car, and they filled us up with race fuel because we didn't have any. And we would not be sitting right here if it wasn't for Robbie Gordon and his crew. And a special thanks out to all the speed guys because really they brought us to the finish line, truly.
Awesome. I'm sure they appreciate that. Good job, you guys.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. Glad to be here.
All right, we got trophy truck number 30. This is Mike. I know there was a lot of obstacles out there. There was a couple complications with some logs. So tell me about your day.
It was a great day. Well, I mean, I don't know about a great day, but we've had better out here. But my partner, Robbie, he got himself in a little trouble and put it upside down. And then we lost the rear differential and the rear gear. So we were down about well over an hour changing that. So, you know what? I ran pretty clean coming back, except for been following old Jay Reichert here for way too long. But that's okay. That's the way it goes. He's driving one of my trucks, so I'm okay with it.
So after following him all day, you like to bump him a little, huh? On the way over the ramp?
Get him in the bar, you know what I mean?
Oh my gosh, giant bug. That was a giant bug. It just flew out of your truck.
For Christ's sakes.
So I know there were some last minute changes to the GPS file. How did navigation go for you guys?
We didn't have any problem. No, it was no big deal. Yeah, no, it's you know what? When you got a good co-driver like Barry here, smooth as ice.
All right. We're going to give him a minute to take off his helmet. All right, we're going to return to interview for a second here. Get you a finishing medal. All right, I know we don't win races alone, so I'm sure you got plenty of people to thank. You want to thank a couple people?
Yeah, you know what? First of all, I want to thank Robbie Pierce and Impact Racing Safety. Robbie and I have been friends for years, and I'm almost semi-retired nowadays, and he said, hey, you want to run the 500? And I said, sure. So, you know, BF Goodrich Tires, BF Goodrich has sponsored me for my entire career, and it's been awesome. And Ray Fields, Motor ran fantastic, and Rancho Transmissions, my own company, Jimco Racing. You know, and we had an unbelievable crew today. And they had to work their fanny off because we had to do a lot of work to the truck, and a lot of it was really difficult. They couldn't get the hubs off the back, and So I really want to take my hat off to all of the Mastercraft guys and all the Gymco guys and my son Matt and Scooby-Doo and all them guys. Just a really, really special thing. Thank you.
All right, sounds good. So are we going to see you at the next race? I know you're semi-retired.
I can be persuaded.
All right, well, we hope to see you at the next SCORE race. Thank you for racing the Baja 500, guys.
Whatever way the same, nothing according to plan. If I could just see clear into you, the same face every day, the sirens calling away. This means so much more. The floating boat is carrying me, and I can leave my story differently. The greatest siren shooting all around me. Will I sing? Oh, 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 oh. On the falling shows, I wonder why me. On my way to the falls, I hope you see. We are heading to the world, even if you're sorry. Will I sing? Oh, 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 oh. In my sleep, nothing sane, nothing according to plan. If I could be someone without you, the same smile every day, the sirens call. falls, I hope you see. We are heading to the wall, even if you're sorry. All I see, oh, 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 oh. The sun's calling. If I could be someone, falling short, I want to line you. I'm bowing to the falls, I hope you see. We are heading to the wall, even if you're sorry. Well, I see, oh, 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 oh.
Provocar la ovación más grande del Rally Dakar.
All right, guys, we got a guard coming in hot here. All right, help me give him a warm welcome. All right, we got vehicle number 1021, Hiram Duran. I know this has been a long, difficult day, 500 miles. Do you want to tell me a little bit about your day?
Jay, the owner of the car, started the race. He went all the way to 176. I think he left the car in 4th or 5th position, something like that, after starting 13. And then we got in the car. I went to 2 bottlenecks. I lost like 45 minutes just waiting, sitting there for the stock Class 8 truck. And other than that, I just got a flat and no problems at all. Just want to thank Tom Kirkmeyer, the owner. He invited us to race. He's Class 10. First time racing a Class 10. We're 1-2-1600 racers. And, well, thank you, Tom, and all your team. And hopefully we can do it again.
So what's the difference between racing Class 10 and you said Class 16?
Yes, well, Class 16 is rougher, and this one's, I think, is easier. Race Class 10 than Class 16.
So Class 16 is more competitive class.
Not well. This class is very competitive. You have 27 Class 10s, and but I don't know if I'm getting old, but 1600 it's rough.
So are we going to see you in Class 10 again?
Yeah, we want to build a Class 10, maybe next year.
All right. Well, will we see you at the next race in a Class 10?
Well, we're thinking about doing the 1000 or 1600, and we did San Felipe in the 1600, and I don't know. We'll see for the 1000.
So how did your co-driver do for you today?
He did pretty good. First time co-driving. He's a driver. He's not a co-pilot, but he wanted to get in. And he said, if you have any problems, I'll just jump in to drive it, but no problems at all.
All right, you guys, we got another first-time driver over here. First-time co-driver. And what was your co-driver's name?
Evan. He's my brother, Evan Duran. He drives a 1600 too, but he wanted to co-pilot.
Do you have any sponsors you want to thank or family members?
I really don't know the sponsor. I think BF Goodrich sponsors the tires, and Tom Kirkmeyer from Fiber Curb Bats. He's the owner.
All right, sounds good. Well, can we hear from the co-driver a little bit, maybe? Can we hear from the co-driver real quick? Oh, he has a sore throat. All right, well, we're going to leave that co-driver around. We have some finishing bands for you. Did he get a finishing band? or a finishing ribbon?
Awesome. BFG tires, awesome. No, just one flat was my mistake, but no, other than that, no more flats.
So the BFGs held up for you pretty well.
Yes, they did. They did.
All right, well, I think BFG deserves a big thank you. And how did your shocks and your likes work out for you today?
Pretty good. I mean, Jay, the driver of this car, he prepped it, and I felt awesome. Really nice car. And shocks, no problem at all. Good.
Sounds good. It sounds like you had a good run today. Well, thank you for racing the Baja 500. And oh, we have another driver. Well, come over here. I don't bite. All right, you guys, we got Jay. He's the owner and one of the drivers of the vehicle. How did the race treat you today? It sounds like you got these boys a little bit of a head start.
Yeah, we had a good run. We had a little issue. There was a bottleneck up there in Arendara, but besides that, pretty much a flawless run and had a good time, real good time. So these guys killed it second half, and like I said, the car held up, felt good the whole time, and maybe we'll come out next time and team up with them again. Did a good job.
Well, SCORE would definitely like to have you at the next race. Well, thank you guys. Is there anyone you want to thank?
Yeah, I want to thank Fibercare Baths, Motion Tire. Couldn't do it without you guys. I mean, they fit the whole project. So I mean, they're our backbone, you know. So thank you.
All right, guys. Thanks so much. Hopefully, we'll see you at the next race, Class 10 or 16. Bye, you guys. All right, we got truck number 16, Cameron Steele. Hey, Robin's racing, right? All right, Cameron, nice to see you at the finish line. I know this has been a long race, 500 miles. Would you like to tell us a little bit about your day?
Our day was really good until about mile 230. We had a vapor lock, and right when the truck stopped running, there was a giant rock off to the side of the course, and we hit it while the truck wasn't on and broke a power steering servo, and we had to change it remotely. And it was nice and warm out there for sure. But we just cruised in from there and just still racing, but, you know, I don't know, racing for 20th or whatever.
Yeah, but I'm sure you still passed a couple cars. There was still a pretty big challenge. What other obstacles did you run into?
I think the only obstacle really was Baja, you know. The other racers are good, but we got to be able to beat the Baja. So, you know, Baja beat us today. I don't know. Baja's tough every time.
Yeah, this was a tough race. I know it's it was round counterclockwise instead of clockwise like it was normally. How did that affect your race today?
The only thing that it didn't affect us. It was fun to run it in a different direction, and I think SCORE did a good job laying out a fun course for sure.
Thank you. Yeah, we got a lot of compliments that the core was marked well, and that's nice to hear from the drivers. These guys work day and night to make this happen, and these drivers really appreciate it. So, is there anyone you want to thank?
Thank my boss, Heidi Steele. I love her. And thank Yokohama Monster, KMC, Bulletproof Diesel, Lucas Oil, all the people that help us.
takes a lot to get here. That's why we keep racing to the finish line no matter what, because we don't want our sponsors to think that we're quitters.
I agree. Finish is important.
I also want to thank Casey Highlight, and my navigator, Cody, for all the hard work. And hopefully my boys here, Travis and Pat, won Class 10. I see you guys celebrating over there. I don't know. Maybe Mike Johnson won, right? I got beat by a lot of 10 cars, so it is what it is.
Yeah, he's got a couple hecklers here. The car behind him, it sounds like. Now, did these guys follow you for a long part of the race?
I followed them for a long time.
But it looks like you passed them.
Yeah, well, they only have like 180 horsepower. We have 800 horsepower. There's my boss.
Hey, why don't we turn it over to Heidi really quick?
Hey, babe.
Hey.
Let's have a public speaking thing here.
He wanted to thank you right when you got up here. So he said thanks to the boss, and I guess that's you.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm just super glad to see him. It's unfortunate we didn't get the 14 truck up here, but Jess rolled today, and thank God she's fine. But we just couldn't put the truck back together in time to get it going. But I'm super glad to see Cam up here. He had an awesome race up until race mile 2:30. He was running definitely in the top 3. But that's Baja, and that's racing.
Yep, Baja beats us some days. Well, it's nice to see you at the finish line, sweetie. All right, you guys, I'm going to let you roll through. I just wanted to say thank you so much for racing the Baja 500, and we'll see you at the next race. All right, next vehicle at the finish line, we got 1045. All right, I saw you guys heckling a little bit up there. Sounds like this guy was behind you for a big part of the day. Who was the driver in the vehicle?
I did the first 262 miles, and it was pretty wild out there. We were on the short end of a stick of a couple of log jams, and Mike Johnson just checked out from all of us, and I know he won by a lot. So congratulations to him and John Hoffman. They're a great bunch of guys, good friends of mine, so I'm really excited for them. But, that's just Baja for you. Just log jams are part of the deal, so we just had to wait it out and get going. But other than that, we didn't really have any mechanical problems, just had to stay in line.
So your vehicle stayed together pretty good?
Yeah, the car ran perfect. I can't thank Jamie Campbell and Raceco USA enough. This is a pretty brand new car. This is only our 3rd race on it. So to come out here and not have one problem in the Baja 500, and this was a tough Baja 500, we're really excited.
So, yeah, we got a lot of compliments on how tough the course was, and it was well marked. So how did the course treat you today on that effect?
It was easy for us. It was just pretty hard for everybody else in front of us, apparently. So, it's just I don't know why they started the spec TTs in front of us. And every silt bed we came around with people stuck in them, there was a spec TT in front of it, backing everybody up. So, that's just part of the deal. Our car ran perfect. No silt beds were no problem for this thing. It was a perfect day. Travis drove a great second half, just got the car to the finish, did what he had to do, and we couldn't be more excited.
All right, sounds good. I know it takes a lot to get here at the finish line. You want to thank some sponsors and some family members, maybe some crew members?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, just my whole crew, my wife is down there taking pictures. And, you know, Jamie Campbell, Raceco USA, the guy's there. He just built an awesome car, not one problem. I mean, the car felt just as strong from the start as it did to the finish. Our Fox shocks worked perfect. BFG tires hooked us up through the silt. Rigid lighting got us to the finish line here. And, you know, it's just we got a bunch of great group of sponsors, and we couldn't be more happy.
All right, that sounds good to hear. Where's the other co-driver here? Hey, Travis. How about we hear a little bit from Travis? He gave me a pretty good overview and thanked his sponsors and friends. You want to give me a little brief overview of how your day was?
Pat handed me a perfect car, and it was in a good place, and just picked our way through a couple more cars and had fun, and was singing and joking with Brady on the way into town, watching the lights come into view, and having a blast. Had no complaints. Picked off a few more guys on the way in, and here we are.
Sounds good. Well, you guys, thank you for racing the Baja 500. Are we going to see you at the next race?
Baja 1000 next.
All right, sounds good, you guys. Thank you so much.
Back to Ensenada, man.
Boy, I tell you what a party. Isn't it fantastic? I've been coming down here to this event for 35 years, 40 years, and it's always festive, fun, always great weather. And if somebody come here, and how could they possibly say you didn't have a good time? If you're a racer, a spectator, a pit person, you know, this is the place to be.
I mean, look at the crap fans are up and down. You can't even walk down the street.
It's just that's what I love about it, the enthusiasm on the kids' faces. I think they let them out of school today. Am I right, George?
Every year it's a holiday, like on Friday, for all the kids.
Yeah, I love it. I wouldn't miss this race for the world. I've been fortunate enough to win it, I think, 17 times, and just to be a part of it and come back here every year. It's always around my birthday, as you know, and so I'm always excited. I always have a great time.
Hey, Sean, can we put a clip up there of Ivan? Do we have a clip? Anything? Let's put a clip up here. A lot of you people right here have no idea who this gentleman is. We're going to put it up here on the screen. They were all little kids. They don't know.
Introduce you to the world
You guys are little guys, but
off-road racing.
Hey, Numero El Mundo, right here. Numero El Mundo,
Speed runs
right
in
here.
Baja began in 1965.
Here we go. Back in the
first
days,
official
that's
race
not Ivan
followed
there.
2
Let's show
years
you
later
Ivan.
in 1967.
That's where it
And
all
the
started.
world found out about
That's
this
why,
craziness
when I started
in
coming down
1968
here,
when ABC Wide World of Sports
this
Hi,
whole
sweetie. We
development,
got
I've
vehicle
watched it
number
grow.
1006. We have some finishing medals for you guys. You guys get those? All right. All right, we got Mike Lawrence here. Mike, I know this has been a difficult course. Looks like there's a lot of silt on your car. How'd the race treat you today?
It went all right. We had issues right away, which kind of sucked. We started 5th or 6th, and I think once we got our issues fixed, we dropped back all the way to 29th. Went down the Pacific. After the mic section, I was physically 3rd, so I made up about an hour. And then coming into Ojos right now, I got a flat and was starting the brakes were fade a little bit, so I had to take it really easy to get in, and Pat got me and another car got me. So, but whatever, we came third into the points to this one, so a good finish is as good as it gets, I guess.
Yeah, that's still, I mean, third in points, that's still pretty good. Well, I think you should be proud of yourself. I know this has been a long, tough race. 500 miles is a long way to go. You guys got a couple sponsors on this car. Is there anyone else you want to thank?
Yeah, just mainly my grandpa and our family's business, Lawrence Equipment. We manufacture tortilla machinery up in Southern California. So we got a lot of customers down here in Mexico, and we love the fans down here. And just my whole family and my wife for letting me do this.
Right, the wife is a pretty important part of that. All right, you guys, will we see you at the next race?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, we're in the points, so we're going to finish the season out and try to get that 1,000 plate back. I want to get it back for a fourth time before I hopefully step up in a trophy truck.
All right, sounds good. Well, I hope you're in a trophy truck soon, sweetie. Thanks so much, you guys, and we'll see you at the next race.
Baja, California, Ensenada to be exact, getting ready for the 2013 Baja 1000. In my opinion, it's the toughest loop race ever. And the old cliche is going every year. We keep saying this is the most difficult Baja 1000, and again, it is true.
The Baja 1000 is just something that you're always thinking about. It's always gnawing at you. You're always trying to help the plan go along, get stronger and better. But at the end of the day, you need a little bit of luck. You have to beat the Baja before you beat the other competitors, and you know the sun only shines on a dog's ass once in a while.
We've been pretty much involved.
All right, I think we have our first 1600 car, which would put this guy in, unofficially, first place. this guy is our first Class 16 car in. Unofficially first place. We're going to give him a bottle of champagne. I think we have a checkered flag for you, too. Beautiful lady in front here. We're going to give him a chance to open his champagne and get his co-driver out here. Get a medal on the co-driver. All right, we got Jose and Esteban here. A wild finish for a wild and crazy day, 500 miles. Oh, yeah. So I hear this was a pretty rough track today. What did you think of it?
Yeah, it was a pretty rough course on the middle section of it, but we were able to hang in there. We were running second the first half. We were able to get into the lead, and then when I got the car, we were already like 12 minutes in the lead. I just held on to it. Le digo que la ruta estuvo algo difícil, la mitad de la ruta. Mi compañero José Rubalcaba, el corredor de récord, me entregó el carro ya en primer lugar con 12 minutos de ventaja. Solo lo que hice fue mantener el carro hasta la meta y aquí estamos a celebrar. ¡Viva Ensenada, Las Lomitas Racing Team! ¡Woo!
All right, I know that you don't get to the finish line all by yourself. I know you got lots of people to thank. Who would you like to thank?
Well, first of all, I want to thank our sponsors, Maderia Las Lomitas, Construrama, Taller Pandos, Kiosco Racing Team, Major Performance. Also, I mean, all the team. If I forget a sponsor right now, I'll remind myself later. But anyway, it's a great team out there. And one thing I can tell everybody, you cannot race or win without having the right people. And today we had the right people. Le digo que quiero agradecer a los patrocinadores, Las Lomitas, María Las Lomitas, Kiosco Racing Team, también Terra, se me están pasando Taller Pandos. Bueno, son muchos. Les digo que sin la gente realmente no se puede ganar una carrera, y la que ganó la carrera el día de hoy es toda la gente que nos estuvo apoyando, no nomás el día de hoy, sino durante tantos días de recorrido, de desveladas. Todo eso hace que esto valga la pena. Gracias.
All right, thank you so much. Are we going to see you at the next race?
Definitely, we'll be here for the 1,000.
All right.
No doubt about that. Aquí nos vemos también en la salida de la Baja Mira en noviembre.
All right, sounds good. It feels pretty good to be on the podium, I'm sure. Well, thanks you so much for racing the Baja 500, you guys. All right, you guys, this is car 114. Bass Ferguson and got a little bit of celebration going on behind you, too. Oh, sorry, Lyle Bask and Mike Ferguson. Hey, if you guys want to get out of the car, you're more than welcome to also, too. If you want to stand, I understand. All right, you guys, I know this has been a difficult track. I've seen you guys for the last couple days. You've been in great spirits. I know it's 500 miles a long course. You should be tired, but you look great. So tell me a little bit about your day.
Well, first of all, Viva Mexico! And then,
we came a long ways to be here, so it's real important to us that we do the whole course and finish. We had Lyle Bask and Kenny Evans take it off the start line for the first 260, and then he turned the car over to me and Lee. It was a long day. We had a couple issues. We were down, probably had about half hour, 45 minutes of downtime, but it feels great to be here now, and gotta say special thanks to Lyle Bask, probably his wife, and we wouldn't be here without him. We love coming down, ripping up the desert. We love Mexico. I'd also like to thank Milwaukee Tools, BF Goodrich Tires, King Shocks, Ford Dugan's Engine, Fortin Transmissions, ES Motorsports for prepping the car. We made it all the way here, boys.
All right, I remember these guys from the Imperial 250 race, too. And seriously, I know it's been a long haul. I know this is a pretty good race for you guys, and it's glad to see you guys at the finish line again. Let's turn it over to this guy right here. So tell me, you drove the car part way, too, didn't you?
Yeah, I took the car from 0 to 260, and yeah, what a course. It was just amazing from Colinet home up to 260, up past Mike's. It was just silt miles after miles, man. That's what Baja gives you.
Got to play in the dust, right? All right, well, how was the course mark? Did the course marking do okay for you?
Yeah, the course was set up good, and, Baja's tough, right? It's a tough game, but we like to come and play in Mexico with everybody down here. It's a great time.
All right, you guys. Hopefully I'll see you at the next race. And thank you so much for racing the Baja 500. All right, looks like we might have another unofficial first place. This is truck 808. This is truck 808 and Rick Sanchez. Hey, Rick, we're going to get a medal around your neck here. If you guys like to jump out of the car, feel free. We're going to get you a bottle of champagne and a checkered flag. Oh my gosh, where to stand? Let's see if we can get an interview from these guys after they celebrate here. guys, welcome to the finish line. We got an unofficial first place out here.
Yeah, it's always nice to win. We had a lot of seconds and on Baja 500s, and we're very happy to take this one. So we're all happy.
Is this our first place?
This is my first place in Baja 500. Yes.
How about that, you guys? Our first place.
Yeah, we're very happy about it. It won't be the last. I'll keep coming back, and we'll keep winning more Baja 500s for.
How did your car hold up?
It held up pretty good. You know, I took care of the truck, and it just ran good. No flats, no nothing. So it was just a great run.
So do you have a tire sponsor to thank for that?
Oh yeah, BF Goodrich, #1. Yeah.
All right, you got any other sponsors you want to thank?
I got Fireworks, and I want to thank Complete Performance for fixing up my engine. So yeah, a lot of people, my crew, my friends, my family, everybody. We're just happy to take the Baja 500 this year. So yeah, we're gonna go back to town in San Vicente and celebrate this with the family and friends. Yeah.
Definitely a celebration. Is this your co-driver here? Yes, he is. Can we interview him? Yeah. All right, sweetie, how'd the race go for you today?
Sí, estoy muy contento. ¡Viva México! Esto se lo dedico a mi papá que está en el cielo, a mi hijo que no sé dónde está y a mi esposa que me dejó correr. ¡Viva San Vicente!
Yeah, he says he's very happy to win, and he's thanking everybody in Mexico, his wife, and he's just happy.
Yeah, I know racing takes a lot to get to the finish line, so it's good to see you guys here, and hopefully we'll see you at the next race.
All right, that sounds good. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you guys. All right, next up we got vehicle 7722. Looks like Pistol Pete's truck. Hi, guys. So tell me how it is racing 3 guys in a truck here.
It's nice. It's nice to have 3 people. It's nice to have some company.
Yeah, plus a couple extra hands if you have to repair something.
Yeah, luckily today we didn't have to get out of the car much, but it's always nice to have an extra tire changer, an extra helper.
Right, I can imagine. And how about the guy in the middle seat here?
It's different driving in the middle, but I've gotten used to it. We've been doing this with Pete for a long time and been fortunate to race with him. He has never won a Baja 500, and he's just stoked, really happy to finally get this win.
Now, are you guys at first place on this one? Are you guys in the lead? Yes. We don't have an unofficial on that, but we'll definitely check on that. All right, that we just got it. First unofficial 7 class. Well, let's get some champagne over here and maybe a flag for you guys. Do you guys want to get out of the truck? Hey, let's hear it for this class 7 truck. Unofficial first place. Bottle of champagne coming up here. right, maybe we can get a little bit more of an interview from these guys so they can thank their sponsors, maybe thank Pistol Pete for letting them use their truck.
Well, we have a clashing of sponsors because I'm actually sponsored by Toyo. He would really like to thank Maxxis today. No flat tires. These tires are the same ones we started with, and he wanted to thank Ford for the EcoBoost motor that they put out. No problems with that. That's a stock Ford motor that comes in the Ford manufactured trucks, and we just had a good time. Good times. But good Baja 500, and like I said, Pete's been doing this for a long time. Never got a win underneath his belt, and we're proud to do it with him.
All right, yeah, that's really awesome that you guys got that win for him. So how'd your crew hang in today?
Really, really well. We had no problems. I mean, we're pitting for 3 different trucks. He's got that Baja Light program that he's got going on, but I know his daughter rolled earlier in the race, and so he's out helping her, looking for her. So, but other than that, with this particular class, this truck, we had no problems.
All right, sounds good. So we're gonna see you at the next race?
Yeah, Baja 1000. We'll be racing with them.
All right, sounds good. We'll see you at the Baja 1000. Thanks so much. All right, you guys. Wow, this quad has been out there, we just figured out, for 18 hours. That is a long haul. You guys, this is 123A. What's your name, sweetie?
Waldemar Ortiz. Waldemar Ortiz.
All right, well, I know you guys have been out there a long time, so tell me a little bit about the challenges you faced.
We had everything. I mean, we had a good team. The bike was prepped by a chicken from TJ, so we knew it was going to make it. It just don't get lost. Don't get lost, which it did happen.
That's good. It's difficult to get lost out there in the dark, I can imagine. So do you want to thank any of your sponsors, maybe your lighting sponsor, for getting you guys in?
No, go ahead, bro.
You got the Baja LEDs. We have a lot of great sponsors that we want to thank. We had PNP Supplements. He's got Baja LEDs. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
We got
and
Glide Innovations. You got Glide Innovations for the ATV. Immortal ATV for all the parts and all the support.
Flex Handlebars really helped us out this time. We appreciate that. Go a long ways with those. So we're just glad to finally be here.
So how did your quad hang up?
It did really well. Did really well for saying it's been out there for 18 hours and going through all of that. So we're glad to push it across the finish line.
All right, you guys. Well, we're glad to have you at the finish line. Hopefully we'll see you at the next race, all right? Thank you for racing the Baja 500. All right, maybe we can get vehicle number 1631 up here. Now, this should be our unofficial second place 16 car. All right, guys. It's Spanish, yeah. We have an unofficial second for you guys as of right now. I know this has been pretty crazy, so tell me about your day.
Excuse me?
Tell me how your day was. How was the race?
Oh, the day, todo el día estuvo bastante complicado. Fue una carrera muy difícil, desde el arranque hasta ahorita que acabamos de llegar, pero estamos contentos, hemos trabajado para eso y se empiezan a dar los resultados.
He says it was a very complicated race, but they're very happy about it.
Well, we're glad to have you at the finish line. Do you want to thank any of your sponsors?
Bueno. Sí, le quiero agradecer a todos los patrocinadores, a Agropac, a Grupo Generadora y a toda la gente, Muñoz, toda la gente que confía en nosotros y poco a poco nos está ayudando a hacer las cosas mejor. Ahora son de Tijuana, es Agropac, una compañía de Tijuana y nosotros somos de Tijuana.
Their sponsors are from Tijuana, from the group of Agropac Racing.
All right, great, you guys. All right, you guys, thank you so much for racing the Baja 500. All right, guys, we got car 144 here. All right, we got Andrew and Dan Myers in here. We're going to interview Dan Myers. So I know this has been a difficult race, and I know there was a lot of silts, maybe some obstacles. People were telling me there were some logs in their way. Tell me how the race went for you.
It was pretty good. I got in at right before the go trail and just took it to the finish. We were down a couple hours off the start, and but I had no problems, and the car ran good, so it was good. We're here. At least we're here.
Yeah, you did make it. You raced 500 miles. You guys have got to be a little exhausted, too.
Yeah, I'm a little tired. I didn't do all the driving. My brother Andrew here did most of it, so I just finished for him.
All right, well, let's talk to Andrew for a second. So, Andrew, you did the majority of the riding. I know it's a difficult race. What did you think of the track today?
Oh, it started out real fun, and then it went to the opposite side of real bad. We got stuck in the silt beds behind a trophy truck, but perseverance, we made it through. The team was awesome. We had about 30 guys down here from Tony Bessendido Action Sports. Can't thank enough for Rigid Lights, for lighting the way home, Method Wheels, Fox Shocks, all the guys that help us out. We're really stoked. First brand new car for us, so we just debuted it. We finished it. We're happy to be here at the finish line and say hi to Mom and Dad and everyone else back at home. And it was good to get my brother back in the race car. So thanks to Kurosaki, Iggy, Dan Wilcox, and the whole team. They did a great job and got us here.
So how'd your tires hold up today? I heard people had some flat tires out there.
Yeah, tires were good on BFGs. I had one unfortunate flat tire. Well, it wasn't a flat tire. It was a broken wheel, but tires were good.
Tires were good. So thanks to BFG for the good tires.
BFG, great tires out there, yeah.
All right, you guys. Do you think you might come in for the next race? We have the Baja 1000 coming up.
Yeah, we're actually going to entertain that. So you'll definitely see us for the 1,000.
All right, sounds good. We'll look forward to seeing you guys at the Baja 1000. Thanks for racing.
Thank you.
Hey, we want to give another shout out here. We like to give a shout out to our family members back at home, and we're live. So what would you like to say, sweetie?
I'd just like to say hi to my wife, Sarah, and my daughter, Maya, and Savannah, who I know are home right now on Dirt Live watching this. So, hi, baby. I love you. I'll be home tomorrow.
All right, sounds good. I know it takes the love and the support of your family to do something like this. So it's good that you thank them. So thanks for racing the Baja 500, you guys. All right, we got car number 128. We got Brent with us here. Now, Brent, what majority of the race did you drive?
I drive literally just the last 160 miles. And the linkage got stuck in third gear most of the race, and we just had a couple flats earlier. I'd like to thank Chuck Sachs for starting, and Matt Cullen, and the rest of the F&L team boys that teamed up with the Park House Motorsports team. And it was my first one ride, and I'd like to thank Bill Varnes, Mirage, and all the guys down there that handed us a great car. This Jimco Super, F&L Fuels, California Skier, Park House Tire, my older brother Brian and Cody. I think they might have had a real good run. What'd they do? They might have got one, so that's great. It's nice to get 2 1 cars out there as a family.
That is great. So I know you got a team of guys over here. I'm sure these guys helped you race. Was another one of you one of the drivers? Raced the first part? You want to come over here and join our interview here? All right, I know the first part of the race was probably a little bit difficult. I heard there was a bottleneck problem. Were you guys part of that?
Yeah, we got stuck in the bottleneck because we had a couple of early flat tires, and that backed us up a little bit, caused a couple other problems, but we finally got through it. It was timely, but we got through it.
All right, did your pit crew help you out with that?
No, the pit crew didn't need to come out. There were some locals out there that were trying to help, and everybody managed to get through it on their own after the one guy got out of the way. And then Matt, the other driver, our driver in the middle, he had a couple of bottlenecks up by Mike's Sky Ranch. It got pretty gnarly up there, but that early one before Santo Tomas was so unexpected.
So how did your car hold up today?
The car did good. We ended up losing shift cables, so we were stuck in third gear from race mile 55, so it was a bit of a long day because of that.
A bit of a challenge, too, I'm sure.
Bit of a challenge, but this car runs good in third gear. We saw 105 miles an hour down on the beach section, so can't really complain about that too much.
So I know this race is usually run clockwise, and this year it was run counterclockwise. I don't know if you've run it in previous years, but it was probably a pretty good advantage to be able to see the beach during the daytime.
Yeah, it was. It was a lot of fun. We have run it backwards like this before. A little bit different, but very similar for the most part. But while we're talking, I do want to thank my friend Brent Parkhouse in the driver's seat right now. Brent and I started this sport together 15 years ago, and here we are today getting a good finish in Class 1. Pretty stoked, Brent. It was a good day. Considering what we went through, I think we did a good job, buddy. And Matt Cullen as well. We've been racing Class 10 for the last few years together, and we've had some pretty good finishes here in Baja as well. So thank you, Baja, and thank you, Score. We've had a really enjoyable time.
Just want to thank all our co-riders, too. John Cohat here did a great job. Couldn't have got in without him, like everyone else. This sport, this seat's a driver's seat, but the one next to you is just as important. So, Matt. Okay, we're ready for a beer. Are we live?
We're live.
Hey, Dad, thanks a lot. We'll see you back at home. Really appreciate all the opportunity and everything without the family and everything. So, here we are.
All right, guys, thank you so much for racing this race. Are we going to see you at the next race?
We'll be back. Yes.
All right, it's good to hear that we'll be back. All right, you guys, thanks for racing the Baja 500. See you at the next race. All right, we got Vehicle 1000 here. We got Brad in the driver's seat. Hey, Brad, I know this has been a crazy race. You've been on the road for a long time. Would you like to tell me a little bit about your day?
Yeah, I actually got in at mile 265, and me and Brian here, we had a flawless run back to the finish. We were just trying to save the car and make sure we got it here. We knew there was no making up or giving up any positions, so we just kind of brought it home, make sure we get this car to the finish line, because that's the most important part when you're having some issues. Kyle Quinn started the car and did a great job. The start was a mess from what I'm hearing from other people, and it just ate up a lot of cars. So to be here is a big accomplishment.
All right, do you have any other drivers here with you? Nope. All right, we're going to get another mic in here for you. We're going to interview the co-driver. All right, Sweetie, as a co-driver, I know it's a really important part of the race. I know navigation is a very big, important part, and the GPS was changed at the last minute. Do you want to talk about that a little bit? How that affected your race?
GPS saved us, to be honest with you, and keep this guy in line so we didn't blow any turns or hit any big rocks or anything, so it was a blast.
Good, I'm glad. I'm glad we made those changes to the GPS at the last minute. Score worked really hard to make sure you guys had a good GPS file. So, did you guys have any complications with the car? Any problems?
No, I think Kyle got stuck a couple times. I just know there was a few bottlenecks going through Mike's, and we thought we lost all our oil pressure, but it's just a problem with the gauge. So once we realized that was the issue, we knew we could just make our way to the finish. And no flats. BF Goodrich tires, just a great tire, and can't thank them enough. No flats is key to any race, and King Shocks, Vision X helped us. Lights were working really well, and
number 1685. We have a translator here for you. We're hoping to get our window nets down here, or maybe the top off. All right, you guys, here they are. Let's give these boys some medals. We have an unofficial third place. Will you let them know it's an unofficial third place?
Quedaron fuera del oficial en tercer lugar. ¿Qué les parece?
No, pues muy emocionante. Quiero dar gracias a Dios, a mi abuelo que está desde arriba, a toda la gente. ¡Arriba la prisión! Muchas gracias a todos.
So, was there any complications for you at the race?
No, para nada. Bueno, sí, unas punchadas, ¿no? Que nos retrasó, unos atorones, pero ni modo, así son estos, y hay que saber perder y ganar. ¡Y viva México!
All right, sounds good. Is there some sponsors you guys would like to thank?
¿Tienes algunos patrocinadores que te gustaría agradecer?
Pues principalmente Mercado Minerva, La Prisión Bar, Down South, West Camp, Balmaceda, y pues quiero dar gracias también a mi otro piloto, Irán Montaño, y a su copiloto, que muchas gracias, ¿no? Y que aquí vamos a andar para la 1000, también representando Ensenada.
All right, guys, thank you for racing the Baja 500. We hope to see you at the next race.
Ya está, a ustedes, muchas gracias.
De nada.
With off-road racing for quite some time. We like coming down here, especially in Mexico, and getting out there in the desert and having a good time.
You know, my goal is just to get to race mile 300 with a clean run, and then we're going to push from there.
My passion for off-road racing has kept my spirits up, and I'm looking forward to competing tomorrow, win, lose, or draw.
The Baja 1000 is like the ultimate passion and the ultimate nightmare all rolled into one.
About off-road racing down here in Baja, things can change at the moment.
We're on the Malecon and it's chaos. It's music bumping everywhere, people going up and down the row, everybody teching, all the bikes and the cars. It's pretty cool. It's something that's unique to Baja. And if people haven't seen it or experienced it, it's something definitely to do in your lifetime.
pretty fun with all the fans out there. There's probably as many people watching the race out there on the motorcycle course as there is like in a NASCAR race. They're just spread out within 250 miles.
Racing in Baja is like no other. It's the best thing in the world, that's for sure.
It's a really short race, and it's a very, very, very big test of your equipment because it's really rough and everyone's going all out.
You know, down here in Mexico, you know, I always say it's my second home. It's an awesome place. You know, San Felipe is a great little fishing town. I love hanging out here. Food down here is great. The fans down here are insane. I just love being down here.
I'm living life with no regrets. They're on the way, but ain't here yet. I just left Las Vegas in bad, bad shape. I only call home if I get the chance. Every other night, a new romance. Wake up just in time to miss the day. And now I'm talking to the man in the mirror, and I think I heard him say, what's he gonna do when the whiskey ain't working no more? I don't feel like before. What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do when the ride ain't coming no more? Nobody's been down your door. What's he gonna do?
Who's the driver? Jonathan's in there, all right. Where's your team shirt? Come on. Locals for you. All right, how much? How'd the day go? Now this is before we get to the mics, we get a stock passing the Coyote. Then we get a stock at, before I start getting on the mics, I get a car on my knee. I need to go to the doctor right away after this. And problems also with the alternator, and we lost the second place.
Yeah, that's a tough break when the car gives out on you a little bit and you lose a place. It's pretty hard. But it looks like you guys did okay. I mean, you finished the race.
We finished, and we still on that contingency for the championship. Then we continue racing.
Good. Those points are important.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Class 1600 is a very competitive class. We just, everyone is very close on points. Any result is good for your points. Then let's see. It depends on the place we get. Maybe we get up another 2 or 1 or 2 spots to the championship.
All right. Now, I know you guys got quite a few sponsors on this car. Do you want to tell me who your sponsors are and thank the people back at home and thank your sponsors?
Yeah, sure. First of all, Clover Technologies. Second, Tecate. They sponsor us. We have it's Murphy Kappa in Mexicali and Tijuana. Also, we have all our sponsors that we buy the parts. Race Ready, Cartec, Yoko. You know, there are a lot to mention.
So, who was your pit crew? Do you want to thank some of your pit crew?
Yeah, I wanna thank everyone that make this happen. I wanna thank my family. I wanna thank my people, my crew, my mechanic. He's just one of the best drivers that we have. He made most of the race. I couldn't drive. I honestly just drive a few miles before get to the finish line. I want to thank Reynaldo. I want to thank also Tomas. There are a lot to mention, but I thank you very much, guys. Thank you, my family. Thank you, God.
All right, now you're going to keep those points going and see us at the next race?
Pardon me?
Are you going to keep the points going and see us at the next race?
Yes, sure. We just wanna see how are the points and keep them for the next race.
All right, sounds good, you guys. Thank you for racing the 500, and we'll see you soon. Mark, I think you have a flat tire. All right, guys, this is 1062. This is Mark Leverett. I have a little story about this guy. I've known this guy for most of my life. He's a very good friend of mine, hardest worker, one of the hardest workers I know, and he's from Reno, Nevada, my hometown. So how was your race today, Mark?
Started out awesome. We made up a bunch of time. We missed our driver change because the car got there before we did. They were going so fast, and finally got in the car, made up a little more time, and then we broke a rear A-arm mount, and then I think we got low air on the right side.
Yeah, I think you're missing a little air here. I don't know if our camera can get a shot of this. All right, we're gonna talk to JJ here. JJ's another good friend of mine, another Nevadan, I guess, maybe Tahoe, Nevadan, but it's from my hometown. So I know you started this race. You got him a good lead. Sounds like you got in front of your driver's change.
Yeah, well, we had a really good run, and we didn't expect to get some fresh air. And as soon as we started getting fresh air, we took off, and there was a lot of traffic on the highway, so I had to wait for like an hour and a half for them to show up with fuel. And Jacob had to put his fire suit on, and so we hung out. We had a picnic. It was fun. And then we sent him on. Oh, yeah, and Mark had to do his hair. No, but it's always awesome being in Ensenada. We love Ensenada. We love the Baja 500. We'll be here for the 1000. Coast Aluminum, Tom Clark, mama, babies, mom, wife, love you all. Yeehaw!
All right, Mark, is there anyone you want to thank at home?
First, I'd like to thank God for keeping us all safe, and like to thank Mark One Metal Works, and most of all, Coast Aluminum, and and JJ Snar and Tom Clark, all my buddies that come down here with us to make this possible, from Ensenada to Reno.
Yeah, it takes a lot of love and support and family and sponsorships to make this happen. And it's nice to see you guys finish the race. And I'm glad I finally got to interview you at the finish of the race.
I also want to thank my awesome co-driver and my nephew, Jacob Jones.
Jacob Jones, can I come talk to you? Is that okay? Wow, this tire is pretty impressive over here. So, co-drivers, pretty important part of the race. I know the GPS file was changed last minute, and I know at nighttime you guys depend pretty heavily on this. So, how did it work out for you?
It worked out pretty good. You know, we just stuck to the plan. Once we got the broken A-arm, we just decided to finish. Really stuck it out and tried our best.
All right, sounds good. Is there anyone you want to thank at home?
I'd like to thank Mark for giving me the opportunity, JJ and Tom, all the pit crew guys, and then most of all, my parents. And yeah.
All right, sounds good, you guys. Now, I'm assuming that we're going to see you at the next couple of races. Rumor has it there might be an Imperial Valley race and the Baja 1000 coming up. Are we going to see you guys for that?
More than likely, I should say for sure the Baja 1000, but not sure about Imperial Valley yet.
All right, sounds good. Well, I hope to see you guys there, and this is pretty interesting. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but thank you so much for coming to the Baja 500, you guys.
Looks like the Brenthal is here.
What do I do with my hand? All right, let's go. We got champagne. All right, coming up, we have Brenthal Industries. Jonathan Brenthal is driving the first in class.
All right, we got Jonathan Brenthal from Brenthal Industry, truck number 872. Hey, Jonathan, how was your